Okay, you all set? Ready? Ready to go live? Timothy?
Yes, we are ready.
Okay, so you're going to go live. So you're live.
Okay. So, is Textman Warren, is she joining us? Is she staying with us today?
Text was just there. I'm not sure where she went to.
Let me check on her quickly. Hello, Tex, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, we are live now. Just waiting for
Yeah.
you to open the floor.
Okay. Well, good afternoon, everyone. My name again is Texman Warren, and this is a financial show with Great Way Finances, and not Great West, Great Way Finances. And today we're gonna talk about money matters. We're gonna talk about how we can invest, where we could invest, what is the best time, what is the best season, who it is best for. If you're a senior, I think it's more for kids today. I think I prefer the plan where they talk about the kids. A lot of people talk about that part of the show. So I'm not too sure where he's going to go today, but I want to give God praise and thanks for Timothy is here and he's going to talk about finances. In areas that I'm strong, the gospel. Timothy, finances. So that's good. One balance each other. We give God praise and thanks. And now I'll turn right over to Timothy for him to take over.
Yeah, hello.
Hi. How was your
Can
week?
you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, praise the Lord. Thanks for that.
How was your week? Was good?
Yes, it was a nice weekend, and thanks for your time. I know we stole a little bit of time from you, right? But yeah, it was a nice weekend. And thanks to Mr. John as well.
Yeah.
So again, we bless God for another opportunity to be on the show this afternoon. And we appreciate our audience and everybody that is connecting with us for coming in to listen to on this segment about financial planning and how you can prepare for your future, how you can build a more stronger financial foundation for your family, for your for your kids, and so on and so forth. So also we want to appreciate Gemfm for the opportunity that is given to us to use this platform to evangelize our financial campaign. We do not take it for granted because we know that God has a plan for each and every one of us, and we pray that God will help us to bring that destiny and fulfillment in the life of each and every one of us, right? So in Jesus' name, amen. So again, as a quick introduction, my name is Timothy. My partner is Olu is not with us today, but this program has been at the top of our mind ever since we started, and we give God the glory because He has been giving us a lot of insight and a lot of wisdom and knowledge of how we can enrich and touch the life of people on this program.
I think it's your volume that is going down.
Okay, let me try to improve it a little bit. Is it better?
Share you. Hold on.
Is it much better now?
Yes.
Okay. So, on today's segment, I will be talking as we end the year strongly. The message that keep on resonating in our mind is planning for the future. Okay, and this is because of what we see every day. What our experiences are. We want to make sure that we can help families build that very strong financial foundation, right? We want you to come out strong each time. Yeah, Tex, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, but your audio is going to.
Then there's something wrong then. It shouldn't be. Okay, let me see.
Is it your fan? Do you have a fan on?
Okay, is it better now? Hello, can you hear me? It's not.
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, is it better now?
I think that you have a fan on.
No. There's nothing here. Nothing.
Audio is going churn.
No, this is a
stop now.
It has stopped now.
Yes.
Okay. If I go on mute, can you tell me whether it's still happening?
No, because it stopped.
Okay.
Oh,
all right.
No, come back on. I'll tell you.
Okay.
I'll do like this.
Okay. So let's continue, right?
Yes.
So one of the important things that we like to talk about, as I mentioned, and I think Tex also said about that, is we love to talk about our kids, how we can build a strong financial foundation for them, how we can prepare them for the future, right? But don't forget that part of achieving that goal is greatly reliant on the ability of we to also understand how we can build a strong financial foundation for the family, for ourselves, right? So that plan is centered on us, as an individual, right? Doing it for the kids is also part of the strategy that we talk about, to our various families, to our clients, to understand how they can build a complete future-proof plan, and strategy for their family. So today, I would like to talk a bit about retirement. And because we are wrapping up the year and we want to make our final calls, right? Like we want to make our final emphasis about how important it is that we plan our retirement and our future for ourselves and for our kids. I am going to talk a little bit today about the retirement plan for adults, right? And before we go ahead, I would like to go very quickly into our house. Okay. Can you hear me now? Okay.
But the noise come back.
Okay, it has come back now.
Mute, let me hit mute.
Okay, let me mute.
Yeah, it's right here.
Is it back now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, let me see. What can that be?
Either a radio frequency or you have two windows open at the same time. They're getting a feedback.
Okay, shouldn't be. Okay, let me see this.
You go ahead and talk. I will mute here and I'll see, I'm from outside if people is hearing you, okay? I can't hear you. Are you mute?
I'm muted. So can you hear now?
Yeah, so I can hear you. So I will mute me and then I will hear from
Somebody.
Facebook if they can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead and speak. So
Okay.
I'm here.
All right. So let's get started today. Can you give me the ability to share? So let's get today started. If you are in the house with us, let's get today started by talking about some of our house cleaning stuff here. So which is we want to make sure that we let anybody that is on viewing with us or any of our audience to know that the purpose of our presentation is to provide you a general understanding about financial concept and retirement planning information and other investment information. However, this discussion and presentation is not intended to advise us about tax or investment, about any product or services specifically that is suitable, because we believe that any of these products, we need to understand more information about them, and we need to know exactly what is right and fit, for our family, right? So we will always recommend that we talk to qualified, professionals, including accountants, investment brokers, whenever we want to make any financial decision, right? So again, why do we talk a lot about retirement, and why do we talk about the importance of preparing for the future? So the reason is because we see a lot of statistics which are peculiar to Canadians every day, and we look at them and then we get all the motivation to talk about how we can help, families, how we can help individuals to prepare for the future, right? These statistics are very, very important because they are reflecting in today's current situation, and I think we believe strongly that if we have the right financial education and we prepare for the future, we can make a lot of difference. So, for example, 35% of Canadians today do not have any savings or any form of investment. And these Canadians will retire one day, right? And what that simply means is that they will not be able to work the way they work today when they are young. and then we will we would observe that they will not have the right financial security that they need when they are supposed to be, resting and enjoying their money. Right? Okay. So another key statistics that we talk about is the average savings in the registered retirement savings plan, which is on an average is 55,000. That is obviously not sufficient for anyone's retirement because we do need a lot more than we can imagine at the age of retirement. So let's picture it, somebody retired at the age of, let's say 60, 65 or 66 as a man, and the lifespan, average lifespan in Canada is for men is around 85 years, and for female is 88 years, right? So if I retire at the age of 65 as a man, on an average, I have 20 more years to live, right? So that is a long time, right? So during that time, what do we think we need most? What we need most is financial security, okay? Now, 67% of Canadians are financially weak at the age of retirement, okay? This financial weakness means that even at the point of retirement, once they stop working, they are not able to pay their bills, they are not able to pay, to take responsibilities, the way they should, they are not able to enjoy, their retirement because of some form of financial limitation, right? And that is not what we want for you, right? We believe that you deserve more, more than that, to be able to live and live a healthy retirement. So what is the whole conclusion we are saying here? What we are trying to tell you here is that without a proper financial foundation and planning, right, we might work very hard, and then we retire, with very limited financial needs, right, which leads to financial insecurity, right? So what we want to tell you here today is you can plan very much more, for that future, for that great future that you desire. Okay, so if you are looking at my screen, you will see this article that we shared, some time ago, right? And this article was recently published this year, in October, right? And this article says that 77% of Canadians between this age, 76 and 69, they are worried about their retirement finances, right? And that is exactly what we are saying, right? The need and what we need as we get older and older, right, becomes more and more prevalent because there might be a lot of things that we need to take care of. What about health issues, right? What about those who need long-term care, right? And so on and so forth. So all those things become very, very important to think about, and to plan, to put in proper planning, for that future. So because of that today, I would like to talk about one of the important topics that we have been talking about for a long time. And I would definitely want to talk about it as we, as this year comes to an end. In case you are here, you are still trying to take a decision, you are trying to make, probably you want to make some resolution for the coming year. You want to, you want to sit down and do some proper, financial planning for yourself, for your family, for your kids, right? That is why we want to talk about the insured retirement plan as we close, this year, right? And I pray that God will give us, everybody grant us all the grace to see year 2020 and even beyond, right? In Jesus' name. So, in short, retirement plan. So, the first question here today is, would you like to save more money, right? And the capital answer to that is usually yes. The reason is everybody wants to save money, even the rich knows the importance of savings, right? So, and how does that interpret to what we are talking about? There is an ancient Chinese proverb that says that the best time to plant a tree, okay, was 20 years ago, because when we plant that tree today, then we will have a big tree with so many fruit to harvest in the future. So my question to you on this platform today is, a lot of us have not planted a tree, right? Or for some reason, we didn't have the opportunity to plant this tree 20 years ago. So when is the best next time to plant this tree, right? Well, the next best time to plant this tree is now. And what is the reason? The reason is that if you still plant this tree today, as you hear us today, then in the future, you will have so many fruits to harvest. Okay, so we have been talking about the statistics of Canadians, right? And let's talk about the statistics based on the 10 secret revenue Canada doesn't want you to know. This is the source of the statistics here. So at the age of 65, 67% of Canadians are financially weak. Okay, these are the people who either they still need to work in order to make, to make their daily living and to, make their responsibilities, right? And only 9% of Canadians at the age of 65 are secure. So if I may ask everybody that is hearing me, where do you see yourself in this pie chart, right? I believe I will personally want to be among the 9%. Okay, and we will talk more about this 9% and what they are doing differently. But unfortunately, 24% die. Okay, and when we are dead and gone, what do we need? We don't need anything. Okay, but because this 24%, a lot of us want our family to be taken care of, right? We want to make sure that our family continue to live the life they deserve when they are still pretty much alive. So what do? We put in life protection, which is a good thing. But this discussion is not around this 24% who are dead, because there are 76% chances that you and I are going to live longer. So today, we will be discussing how Canadians can have access to tax-free lifetime income. Okay? And how do we achieve this? So let's say that, talk about how money works. So let's say this is you and I today. If we have this $10,000, what do we normally do? Well, normally we take it to the bank, which is good. And the reason why we do that is the good banks will give us some interest on that, which is a rate of return. However, in today's world, in our current economy today, if the bank gives you 2% on this 10,000, you must be very, very lucky, because we all have the information is open. You can go and check what the GIC is and what the fixed account interest is today on the bank. Some of them are even 0.5, they are less than 1%. But guess what? For the purpose of this illustration, I will make it 4% and I will apply the rule of 72. What is the rule of 72? The rule of 72 is a simple compounding formula. And it's a magic number. What it does is it tells us the number of years it takes for our money to double at a particular rate of return. So it's a magic number. And this is how it works. If you take 72 and you divide it by the rate of return, in this case, which is 4%, you get 18 years. So what that simply means is, let's say today you and I are 30 years old and we decide to invest this 10,000, okay? And we expect that based on the rule of 72, every 18 years, this money doubles. So what happened at the age of 48, my money has become 20,000. And at the age of 66, our money is $40,000. My question to you is 40,000 enough for your retirement, right? The answer is absolutely no. And that is why 67% of Canadians are financially weak, because that is what they get from the bank. And that money is never sufficient. But when you give your money to the bank take this 10,000, they invest that 10,000, and guess what? They still reinvested some of that money back to you. Okay, I think some of us might have heard about an adage that says you are being fried by your own oil. So they do this by giving you a credit card. And guess what? They charge you 18% on that. And the rule of 72 applies. It's a two-edged sword. 72 divided by 18 is 4 years. So perhaps if you have a credit card which you don't pay completely monthly, or you are paying the minimum balance, that money on that credit card will double every 4 years. So the greatest concern I have here as a person is the discrepancy between how quick our money, our debts, grow every 4 years versus how our money doubles, in 18 years. And that is why 67% of Canadians are financially weak. Do you know why? Because they don't have the right knowledge. They don't have the right financial foundation. When you give your money $10,000 to the bank understands that our jobs are not secured, nor our health. What do? They invest this money into big companies like McDonald's, like Tim Hortons, like Superstore, like Petro-Canada and RBC. And guess what? These big companies will give the bank 12%. Even though this 12% is less than the 18% that the bank gives us on this credit card, the bank knows that this 12% is of secured investment. We think the bank is secure, but the bank knows and understands how money works. So the bank knows that these big companies are more secure. So the rule of 72 applies as well. And 72 divided by 12 equal to what? 6 years. So let's see how this money double every 6 years. So again, with the same 30 years, this money doubles every 6 years. And at the age of 66, the bank has made a whopping sum of 640,000. So the bank makes 640,000 and the bank gave you and I 40,000. So my question is, how do you feel about this great difference? Well, for me, this realization of the difference between these two amounts has really changed my perspective. It has changed the life of my family because we now understand some of the saying why they say the rich are getting richer. Okay. Now, there are two main important lessons that I want us to see here from this discrepancy. The first one is, one, we can really work hard for money. You know, we can press, we can, you know, Canadians are very hardworking, right? However, the second thing is, if our money is working for us, right? And the money is working very hard, like the way this money has worked very hard and grew you to 640,000. If we have those two things, then we are very, very close to being financially free. We are close to financial freedom. Okay. But since we are here for ourselves, we are not here for either these banks or these big companies. My question to you is, which one do you want to see in your bank account? I believe it's 640,000. I will definitely want to see 640,000 in my account when I'm retired. But guess what? These 9% whom are financially secured, they are doing something really different. They are playing a different game. So let me show you something, then you tell me whether this makes sense. And how do they do it? What about simply bypassing this bank? This doesn't mean that we should close our checking account or current account, but it simply means that we want to sow the seed of our future directly into the big bank via a financial advisor like me, who will make $640,000 available in your bank account. Okay, so some of us may be thinking right away, 640,000 is a lot of money. Is there any risk that is involved? Well, let's look at what is the risk. Let's say that, for example, you are expecting this $640,000. However, there is a drop in the market and you get 320,000. This is still far better than 40,000 given to you by the bank. What about the worst case scenario? And this is a peace of mind. This has never happened before. But let's say, for example, the market dropped by 90% and you are expecting 640,000 and you get 64,000. It is absolutely still far better than 40K that is given to you by the bank. So there is one thing I love about Canada. Canada is a land of opportunity. You can work as much as you can. You can make as much as you can. But there are two things that is constant in Canada. What is that? Number one is debt. And what is the second thing? Taxes. So the more money you earn in Canada will be what? The more taxes you pay. But how much tax do you want to pay on that 640,000? Because based on all the investments that we have seen, in the past years, in the past 70 years, if you invest your money properly, you will get that 640,000. But how much tax do you want to pay about it? Do you want to pay 100% tax? Do you want to pay 50% taxes, or you don't want to pay tax at all if legally possible? Well, if legally possible, most of us will say no tax. But let me show you how possible it is to get a tax-free income in Canada and how that can be achieved. So let's look at this 35 years old female. She's married, she has kids, and she's an homeowner. And guess what? Her financial objective is that she wants to save money for her retirement. She wants to protect her family, and she wants her income to be protected. Now, and she has a limited budget. I am very sure that this looks like the financial objective of most Canadians. This is what we want to all have at the minimum. At the minimum, some of us, definitely have more financial goal, but everybody or most people will have this financial goal. So look at how the traditional way other financial advisor will help this lady to achieve her financial goal. So what will they tell her? They will say she has to contribute $250 into her RRSP, Registered Retirement Savings Plan, or TFSA, every month. And she needs to contribute a sum of $248 per month to our life insurance and our term insurance of 100,000 whole life and 600,000 term insurance. And she needs a critical illness just in case of disability or inability to perform daily life activity for another $20. And guess what? Monthly, the total amount per month is $518. With the same financial objective, nothing has changed. I want to show you, with that limited budget, what we can do for you. With a contribution of $250,000, you can get an insured retirement plan which will pay you tax-free lifetime income, a built-in mortgage and life insurance of $700,000 whole life or universal life, and there is a built-in critical illness of $25,000. And guess what? Everything will give you a total cost of $250 per month. So here is my question to you. Would you rather pay less for more financial benefit, or pay more for less financial benefit? So every person, we always want to pay less and get more financial benefit. So how does this work? This plan, insured retirement plan, is like a cell phone that has GPS, music, camera, video, calling, books, email, and text, all built into that device. This is as opposed to having, the way we used to have it those days. For those of us who use cell phone 10, 15 years ago, right? We will have, camera separate. We will have, iPad, we will have iPod, we have newspaper, telephone. So which one is better? Is it the old one or the new one? Okay, and absolutely, I will say is the new one, because I know a lot of us and a lot of people listening on this call are preparing for the next iPhone, right? That will be coming. Probably that is iPhone 13 or iPhone 14. So the new one, definitely. So Let's talk about this 15 benefit of insured retirement plan. Using that example of that 35 years old female. The first of the benefit is savings. Remember, I showed you how those traditionally the banks and other institutions help Canadians to save for their retirement, as opposed to the insured retirement plan that allows you to pay less for more financial benefit. Number two, the life insurance and mortgage insurance is built into this plan. You, right from the get-go, you have something to protect your assets. This is one of the key benefits of this plan. Critical illness protection. In case of critical illness, disability, and inability to work, to do your daily work, this plan will pay you a 25,000 lump sum amount that you can use to pay your bills, and to take care of yourself until you get back to work. I'm very sure that for most average Canadians, 25,000 will take us, for 6 months conveniently. Compassionate benefit. There is 50% life insurance and maximum of 250,000 on this, on this insured retirement plan. What does this mean? Let's say, for example, this lady picks up this plan and paid for 1 or 2 years, and then she is diagnosed with cancer. And then she was told that she has maybe 1 or 2 more years to live. This plan has a compassionate benefit that will pay her up to a maximum of 250,000 so that she can take care of herself and her family, even while she still has that opportunity to live, right? And if God calls her home, then she will have had that opportunity to live, the way she would have loved to, before life happens. There is flexibility in the contribution in this plan. We know that life is full of uncertainties, right? It's full of up and down, but you can decide to increase your contribution to this plan, or you can decide to reduce your contribution, or you can decide to go on a premium break, which means if you have paid to this plan for 1 or 2 years, you might be able to sustain this plan for the next 3 to 4, 5 years without paying anything, and this plan will continue to run. So for this 35 years old lady, she is contributing a lesser amount of $250 into this plan every month, and she will be contributing this amount for 20 years. So $250 every year, which is 3,000 times 20 is 60,000. And guess what? This lady will contribute 60,000 as a total amount into this plan. But at the age of retirement, 65, she will start enjoying an annual tax-free income of 30,277 for lifetime, tax-free. And by that, she has enjoyed way more than she has contributed after 2 years of enjoying this tax income and this tax-free income. She has enjoyed more than she has contributed, in that 20 years. There is a financial legacy. Let's say God calls this person home at the age of 90. Despite the fact that when this plan started, the coverage amount is 700,000. The money has grown even up to 899,000. And that is after she has enjoyed the tax-free lifetime income. And this is the financial legacy she's leaving behind for our families. Living benefit. In case of severe disability, this plan can allow you to have access to what we call the cash value in order to be able to get the funding you need to take care of yourself. There is no clawback from old age security payment. So this plan allows you to not be clawback, because in Canada, there's something we call clawback, even though you have access to old age security, but it is subject to clawback. And even if you do have access to it, the amount is about 1,100 every month. Is 1,100 enough sufficient for our retirement? Absolutely not. There is tax-free investment growth. There is loyalty accumulation and performance bonus, which we'll talk a little bit about. And there's creditor protected. Nobody can go into this plan except those people who have been designated to go into that plan, not even the government or any debtor. There is opportunity for future emergency fund, and there is protection against insurance company insolvency via Assuries. Who is Assuries? Assuries is an insurance company that insures every insurance company or every policy under any insurance company. And Assuries says that if your life insurance company fails, Assuries will guarantee that you can retain up to 60,000 or 85% of the investment account, whichever one is higher, right? In this case, our investment is far greater than 60,000. So Assuries is guaranteed 85% of that amount. So we can see that the insured retirement plan is a protection for your today, as well as your what? Protection for tomorrow. So have you heard about this insured retirement plan before? Well, where do we bank? A lot of us might not have heard about this plan before, but guess what? Virtually all the banks in Canada have this plan. RBC have insured retirement plan. TD has insured retirement plan. BMO have insured retirement plan. And Scotiabank has insured retirement plan. But why is the bank not advertising this insured retirement plan the way they advertise RRSP and other plans? It's because Manulife answered to that. Manulife says insured retirement plan is meant for many affluent Canadians. And what does affluent mean? Affluent means wealth, right? Yes, this plan is designed for the wealthy Canadian because you need to make an annual deposit of 50,000 for 10 years in order to have this plan with the RBC Wealth Management. You need to have this plan and make a deposit of 20,000 for 15 years with TD. For BMO, you need to make an annual deposit of 25,000 for 15 years. So you will agree with me that the rich will benefit from this insured retirement plan because of the more financial benefit. But if this IRP is affordable today, $6 in a day is $180 per month. $8 a day is $24 per month. And guess what? $10 a day is that $300 per month. Would you consider this insured retirement plan? Absolutely, because this is the way that you can be part of this 9% whom are financially secure. So how much do you want to save? How much would you like to save in order to be part of this 9%, right? So here is a sample, of a plan contribution that we can sit down and show you exactly how this plan can work for you and your family, right? So this lady will be taking this, 30,000 tax-free income from age, 67 to 100. Okay, so if we contribute this same amount into a plan like RRSP, right? So at the age of 67, we start getting 30,277. This is the annual tax. Imagine the taxes at the age of 67, if you put this money in a taxable investment, is $5,093. How do you feel paying this amount of taxes? Is it important for you to know how long your money lasts? The 67% of Canadians who are financially weak do not know how much their money will last them. And that is why they enjoy that 30,277 and they pay taxes. Their money goes down very quickly. And guess what? At the age of 74, how much is the balance? $318. And afterwards, how much is their income? Zero. No more income. Is it important for you to know how long your money will last? Very, very important. So let's put the taxable investment and the IRP side by side. And what happened? How long will your money last if you are looking at these two plans, right? So the IRP is going to start paying you 30,277, and your taxable investment will pay you the same. However, which one will last you longer? How long will your money last? You will observe that at the age of 79, your IRP plan is still paying you that 30,277, but your taxable investment is what? Is zero. So what about if you even live longer? Which there is 76% chances that you're going to live longer. Which one will be better for you? Do you want the one that there's no money, or you want to enjoy a lifetime income? So what about your financial legacy at the age of 90? Do you want to leave 8 or 900,000 for your family, or you want to leave $0 for your family? Somebody once said, when we pass on, at an old age, and I pray that everybody here will live long. There are sometimes that, you say bye-bye, but there are sometimes you said a very goodbye. Okay? So, leaving this type of legacy for your family, I will strongly believe and agree that is a goodbye. So why can IRP, provide you this lifetime income? It's because of the loyalty reward. There is loyalty reward. A lot of us are familiar with Optimum, Costco card, Air Miles. This is the way this plan works. These plans give you what we call loyalty reward in form of bonus interest. And you see, the bonus interest is added to your plan, each time. The bonus interest at the age of 21, year 21 is added to the plan, which is 1,837. You see? So even when you are no more contributing at the age of 80, look at the bonus interest is 15,000. Look at even at that point, the annual charges is 7,000. The bonus, will offset the cost of the annual charges. And as the plan continues, the bonuses will help your money to grow. Okay, so what about if life happens too soon? Which one is better for your family? How much do you love your family? That's my question to you, right? Do you want to leave your family with $3,000 or $700,000? Or in the 10th year, you want to leave your family with $39,000 or $700,000? Or even in the 20th year of your policy, look at it. You have $104. That is a lot of money. That's good money, right? But you will agree with me that 700,000 is greater. So that's why we say, if life is short, you want your family to be financially protected. And when you retire, you want to make sure that your family has financial peace of mind. You want to have that peace of mind, having tax-free lifetime income. There is one challenge with this plan, and that is why you need to come to us. unfortunately, as good as this plan is, as important it is for everybody to have it. Not everybody that can qualify. A lot of us now, we don't know our health status. We don't even know, whether we are healthy or not. But we need to know, because it is difficult to qualify because of the survivor benefit. To see if you can qualify, you need to, call us, and we will fill out an application for you. And then we will see whether you can qualify. And to finalize this, there is a 25,000 critical illness that is included. That is a big bonus, because this money can serve you. Let's say, for example, for any reason you are not able to go to work because of any sickness or illness, or any medical condition, then you are getting this money. So thank you very much. This will be the end of our presentation today. Okay. Tomorrow, by Friday, we will talk about the business opportunity, and why sharing this opportunity with you is of great importance to us, right? Because we want you and I, that 4-quadrant that talks about who is an employee, who is a self-employed, who is a business owner, who is an investor. We want to see you, okay? The truth is that we want to see you moving in the hierarchy, right? We want to see you one day being an investor, okay? Who is an investor? Okay, everybody knows, everybody knows Amazon, everybody knows Microsoft, everybody knows those companies. Do you think that those people that own those companies, do you think they have money in the investment in the bank? Do you think they invest the bank? Yes, they do, because they are investors. Now is the money that is working for them. They don't work for any money anymore. Okay, so God bless you. Thank you for your time. And it's always a pleasure to share with you and talk about planning our finances, especially for our future and for the future of our kids. So back to you, Taxman Warren. Thank you again for the opportunity. God bless.
Thank you very much, Timothy. And I know a lot of people is on today and they're listening you. And the more we go here and we talk about it, is a lot more, because somebody from Bowmansville say they're watching you and they enjoy the show.
Okay, absolutely. That's fine.
So please continue. What you're doing, you're opening a lot of eyes for people like us who really don't know much about that, because that is a hidden market. And we thank God that you come here to let us all know, so we have now a better idea of how to go around our finances for our children. So God bless you. Have a wonderful day, and thank you for being on Gemfm today.
Thank you so much. God bless. Love you. Yeah, bye.
Okay.